We continue this afternoon on Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Scott, joined right now by Marshawn Govan from MKG Insurance. Marshawn, good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Mike. Welcome. Thanks for welcoming me back on the show.
Well, we're glad to have you. All right, we have a deadline coming up here for the folks who haven't signed up for Obamacare yet, the Covered California. What's the deadline, and why should people be concerned about that?
You know, the deadline is going to be April 30th. For those that that can't make it across the finish line, it's important to have it. If not, then it's going to affect them with a tax penalty. What that tax penalty is going to be depends on their income size, their family levels, and all those things. So, not having insurance is basically they're putting themselves at risk for the penalty. Not only that, not having no coverage, if something happens, then they don't have no health insurance to cover the cost of whatever the health problems might be. And, just not having it is pretty much, for me, I like to know if something goes wrong, then I can go in and not have to worry about not going in for that checkup because I have that, conscience in the back saying that, because I have health insurance, it's going to be a preventative reason for me to not go and see a doctor.
Yeah. Now, this is the year that they start tacking on the fines if you don't have the insurance, right? And those fines are only going to go up as the years go on. Right?
Correct. And this year I believe it went up to 2%. And so, that
2% of what? Your base salary?
Of the income.
Okay.
So for somebody that's making like $26,000, you're going to have two tiers. It's either going to be the percentage rate or whatever's higher for the penalty. So if the penalty comes in at 325 and 2% is lesser, then whichever of the tiers they're going to actually take the tax hit on.
I'm trying to do the quick math in my head. Is it cheaper to pay the penalty and not worry about buying the health insurance?
Some individuals look at that as the reason to not have it is pay the fine than paying the actual monthly premium of every year. But it goes to show how do you want to take care of yourself as far as health wise, the preventative maintenance, just the yearly checkups, physicals, and even the dental insurance. Some of those things are important because you get a cavity, and you neglect going to see a dentist or a doctor, it can become an infection, abscess. So, those things are something to worry about, and even catching those early on symptoms. So, it all depends on the individual, the lifestyle. I'm sure that, they can, adjust the way they're living and find some way to afford a plan, especially if they're going through Covered California and are able to get some of those assistance, whether it be some premium assistance or a cost-sharing assistance that reduce the cost other than paying the full price for the plan.
Yeah, if you're low income, Covered California will cover a majority of your monthly cost.
It's the way to go. I've seen some individuals' premiums as low as $1. And, for that amount, just having that information available and knowing where to go to actually, just get that free estimate or that quote. But let's not wait too late. Because time is of the essence, and having it today also will take care of tomorrow.
So, do you do that in the office?
We do that in the office too. That's part of our financial services that we offer, which is Covered California Health Insurance. So on our billboard is also a logo on there. So we're kind of like a Covered California store as well. So people know where we're at with looking up and seeing, okay, there's that logo, so I can go to this place and get that Covered California health insurance. And if they don't have insurance and they qualify for Medi-Cal, we sign them up for Medi-Cal as well. So we're a part of that initiative on making sure that everybody has affordable access to the healthcare system, or at least health plans.
All right. We were hoping to have a video about living benefits, which you offer, but we don't have that. But can you just kind of summarize what folks need to know about living benefits?
Well, living benefits, we can recap on that from our last show. Living benefits is designed to where, you don't have to die to use your life insurance. It covers, things that are triggered with illnesses or chronic illnesses, cancer, end-stage renal failure, you have a stroke, loss of a limb. Things like if you're not able to work because of some event where you're actually having a peace of mind. And what we like to do is not let people know we're trying to sell them anything, because what we're trying to do is offer financial protection and also be able to protect their precious asset, which is either their ability to work or making sure that if something goes wrong with tomorrow or today, then their household is covered for tomorrow. There's a lot of different stories as well where people have had illnesses where they had that check come in the mail that helped pay off those bills that they would otherwise be stressed and worried about. And so it's a great benefit. It's a no cost to have that program. So it's a lot of the old policies, they're still out there. They don't offer it because as legislative law changes, then of course they have to get approval to actually offer those products to the consumers. Now it's available, and it's no cost to have that living benefit plan. Depending on what their income is, they can start off with just a term with living benefits, or they can start off with more of a guarantee product, which is a IUL, Index Universal Life. They have to meet certain criteria if they're making sure their health is good in order, and also having that health insurance is important, because when they ask that questionnaire, if they have health insurance, it also helps with them being able to make sure that their insurability, or at least they're not a risk factor, for that particular program.
All right. You are always looking for people to join your team down there at MKG.
Exactly. There's good companies, there's average companies, and there's great companies. Well, we have something that's great, Mike. What we're offering is for licensed agents that want to look for something different. They're not captive, so we're not going to hold them prisoners. So they can pretty much they can come and go as they please. But as a licensed agent coming on board to MKG, which is our other company called Financial Group, they could actually be able to get contracted with some of our companies, that we're able to have these partnerships with, that will pay them a training allowance for them to improve their skill sets and be more successful in the business. And starting off their first year is $37,000 that's set aside. It's actually $73,000 that's set aside for that particular agent that's given to you over a 3-year period. So coming in, to me, I've never seen an opportunity so great, because if I'm not out selling any business, then I'm not making any money. Here it is. Here we have a company, which is a part of our company, that's going to pay that individual just for their training time, whether it be 1 or 2 days a week. And also, they don't have to worry about not paying their taxes, because that's going to be taken care of for them, and it's going to be deducted out of their income that they receive. And at the end of the year, they're going to get a W-2. So their tax part of it is taken care of, as well as now having that stability and that income coming in on a monthly basis. So we're making an investment. The companies we're working with is making an investment into our associates that we're bringing on. Of course, we want them to be successful, because if they're making an investment, then we want to make sure we have a return on our investment as well. And there's minimum qualifications and things like that have to be met.
Sure.
But definitely, it's no other place like that where you're going to get paid for your training.
So where do folks contact you if they're interested?
They can contact us via phone, which is 559-460-7504. Or if they want to come down, we like to meet in person, because it's a little bit more of a personal touch if you get to talk to that person, meet that person, and actually, see where you're going to be working at and what, you're going to be committed to, where your career is going to start at. So they can come meet us at the office, which is 909 East Belmont Avenue in Fresno. 93701. Our cross streets are going to be Belmont and Fulton. So if they're taking the freeway, there's the 180 and then there's the 99. You want to take the 180 and Fulton exit. You do the roundabout turn on there, and you come on down, and we're right there. We're really visible. You can't miss our sign. We have the biggest sign there on the building, so we're right there.
All right. Marshawn, thank you so much for coming in today. Anything you want to add before we go?
They can also go to our website and check us out, which is www.mkginsuranceagency.com. You can look at people that are still looking around and they don't have time to actually call or look. They can look at all the different plans and the carriers that are available for the health insurance deadline. And if they miss a deadline, don't worry. We got you covered, too. So we have insurance that starts the next day after the open enrollment that will cover them up to $2 million, but it won't meet the minimum essentials. So they'll still pay the tax penalty, but then if they need to go to the doctor and see something, then they'll have they're covered.
All right, good stuff. Marshawn Govan from MKG Insurance right here on Central Valley Talk.